Externally, the country continues to experience spillover effects from the instability in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, South Sudan, and Somalia.
While presiding over a meeting of the Defense Forces Council, the supreme decision-making body of the UPDF, President Museveni called for the promotion of patriotism as a key driver of the national development. He further emphasized the importance of the strategic security and stressed the need to embrace Pan-Africanism as a guiding principle for the regional stability.
If we implement, number one, patriotism, and it helps us to build prosperity, in Uganda. Uganda has already become a lower middle income country. It will become an upper middle income country. It will become a first world country. We are moving. As you will see in the document, I quote some figures. But even if a country is highly developed, is it necessarily secure against all threats? Prosperity will come from economic integration of Africa. But even if it creates prosperity, it may not create strategic security. That's why, therefore, we the freedom fighters, led by Nyerere and Nkrumah and others, we started talking of Pan-Africanism.
The president challenged the young people to embrace patriotism and Pan-Africanism as the key pillars of the economic development and national protection, noting that in the past those who took up arms did so out of a deep sense of will and commitment to Uganda.
When we were fighting, nobody was paying us. We were doing it out of conviction. Now, therefore, the challenge to you, the young people, is to know what the pioneers started and push it forward. But also learn their moyo gwa gwanga, their uzalendo, working for the country instead of just working for yourself.
He further warned against what he described as hooliganism and the use of inflammatory language in Uganda's political landscape, urging political actors to refrain from intimidating citizens and instead allow them to make independent choices.
We want disciplined democracy, not hooliganism, not intimidating people, using bad language, because we want the people of Uganda to decide the way they want, not to be intimidated. But some of the political groups were making it a habit to intimidate people, to attack people, because they are of different political groups. Now that one is going to stop.
General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the Chief of Defense Forces, highlighted the ongoing improvements in the soldiers' welfare, including the housing, healthcare, and logistics, and thanked President Museveni for his continued support to the military. He praised members of their prompt attendance at the key security meeting, calling it timely given the growing regional security concerns.
Operation Shujaa in eastern DRC, originally concentrating on traditional ADF positions in North Kivu province, has since expanded multiple fold in terms of the area of operation. The joint forces have now established a permanent presence in the eastern DRC towns of Lubero, Butembo, and Beni. This in addition to the mobile forces that continue to do an excellent job of permanently degrading and crippling the ADF as a fighting force, have made the people of that region very happy with the work being done by the UPDF.
He reiterated the UPDF's commitment to defending Uganda and its neighbors, warning both the internal and the external threats that the army is prepared for any challenge.
Your Excellency, with your guidance, we are designing solutions to mitigate this worrying security development for our forces and the government in Somalia. In the meantime, the UPDF is observing heightened vigilance and combat readiness throughout our dispositions in Somalia to make sure we're ready to deal with Al-Shabaab decisively.
That's why we had to leave our jobs and go and start fighting.